Yeah. How we work. Dreadful Cosmon in the building. Nigga Thosha. What's the word, Art? CG gang. You know how we work. Yeah. You know how we work. Y'all share this across all our chat groups and all this. Yeah. It's the CG gang. You know how we work. Yeah. I'll praise the creator. You know how we work. Y'all hit that thumbs up, like button, share button, all that good stuff. Y'all see the title? Part 5. Book of Judgment, Part 5. Remember the Creator and consider His exalted kingdoms. You know how we work. Just the CG gang. You know how we work. Yeah. Y'all share this out. Get the algorithm popping. Thumbs up. Hit the like, hit the share. Let them know CGG still cooking. It's the CG gang. You know how we work. Yeah. Shout out to the haters, job jackers, and naysayers. It's the CG gang. Yes, sir. You know how we work. Come on, Dre. You know who beat that is, man. Come on. Come on. Listen closer. You already know who that goes, who that belongs to. And there was a rapper on the roof with the Remington, PB on the grind. And let's keep it real. Niggas singing on their hooks and they starting to sound feminine. Who is that, Dre? You know? Well, my boys and them jacked that beat from them and then redid it and dissed them on it. So, yeah, just the CG gang. You know how we work. Gang in the building, man. I hit that like button, share button, subscribe button. We already in the building. Cheating is key. Fritz Foxwell is in the building. What's the word, huh? I'll give me a little minute sharing some of this out. You know how we work. Got my sister Chief and his kids in the building. You know how we work. Good to be alive, man. Fred is truly marvelous. In the building. You know how we work. Yes, sir. Good to see everybody piling on in. Y'all hit that thumbs up. You dig? Share button, like button. All that good stuff. Let them know the gang's still cooking. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of Millie Mouth misfits gonna be mad, but hey, guess what? They'll be all right. Ask us if we're gonna lose a nanosecond of sleep. Light bombs everywhere. Light bombs everywhere. You feel me? No time to mighty cuddle, tiptoe through no tulips. You know, be out here scratching and clawing. Nah, right to it. No reason to play around these pods. If I can be heard, y'all drop some vortices in the chat. Let them know the gang is still cooking, baby. You know how we work. Got my brother Johnny James in the building. Yafa is in the building. Angelic is in the building. Everybody in the building, huh? Let's eat. That's right. My sister Rain is in the building. Y'all pile on in. We gonna talk about it. You know how we work. Yeah. It's the CG gang. Yes, sir. Feeling marvelous. All praise to the great spirit, the creator, the God maker. You know how we work? Yeah. CG gang. Come on. You know how we work. That's right. They ain't ready for it, boy. Type of light scared of masses. You know how we work? It's the CG gang. You know how we work, baby. Shout out to the haters, jaw jackers, and naysayers. Yeah. We love y'all too. That deal go hard, boy. Y'all know about it. Yeah, brother Mayak is in the building. Word, Mayak. What's the skinny? Oh, come on. Drop some vortices in the chat if your little brother can be heard. Hey, baby. Let's go.
Jehovah is as near this day as in the time of the ancients. Put yourself in order, becoming one with him. And no book is so easily read as his created universe. Inspiration comes less by books than by what Jehovah wrote. His worlds read him and his works. Frame your speech and your thoughts for him. He will answer you in your own behavior and in the happiness of your soul. Great wisdom cannot be attained in a day, nor purity and strength to overcome temptation, till the growth is from the foundation. The fool will say, the sacred books are no more than man of his own knowledge could write. Yet he has not wisely imitated the power of the words of your God. Let him do this well, and behold, he will also declare my words are from me. Yes, he will recognize them wherever found. It is the will and wish of your God that all men become constitutionally capable of receiving and comprehending the highest life, and that they shall no longer depend upon any priest, church, oracle, holy book, or upon consulting the spirits, and that their behavior may make the earth a place of peace, with long life to all people, for the glory of Jehovah. To his Etherian gods and goddesses, Jehovah said, as you have founded arcs of light in my Etherian heavens, to determine the travel of my corporeal worlds, so shall my God of the earth inspire mortals to build lighthouses for man's ships that travel on the oceans, and those who travel in the ships. And those on the land shall know when a ship nears the port, even as you see my traveling earth approaching the place of Cosmo. For this shall be an illustration to mortals, that I have appointed cycles of times and dawns of times, with gods and goddesses to superintend my creations in tenderness and love, lest by chance man becomes despondent, saying, alas, Jehovah did not provide in wisdom commensurate with the magnificence of his creations. Behold, the time draws near when the nations of the earth shall course around the whole earth in ships, crossing the seas and oceans to all the places I created.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. All praises to the Creator, the maker of suns, moons, and stars, the Creator, the God maker. Always was, is, and never shall be. The mighty and great I am, whose magnitude is incomprehensible and whose presence is everywhere. It's your little brother, Malaki Macabee. I see the title, Book of Judgment, Part 5. Remember the Creator and consider his exalted kingdom. Yeah. This may be a little too high for the naysayer. He may get up under this light and start melting, but hey, nonetheless, if it resonates with you, you feel me? If you like, nah, man, that hit, that hit not only different, but better. It did. Y'all tap in with your bro. Tap in with the CGG, the Creator Gang. My brothers and sisters, and there's countless of us. You can't even put no number on it. Countless. I see y'all up in the chat. Got my brother Dread in the building. Dreadful Cosmo, nigga Thostra. My Cali Connect. What's the word, bro? Love and light, bro. You already know. Megaton light bombing. Just light bombs everywhere. My brother Fritz Foxwell is in the building. What's the word out? How you be? Love and light to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what's up. My sister's Chieftainess Key is in the building. Love and light bombs to everybody. Y'all already know. Yafa is in the building. Julie Ray. Love and light, Miss Julie Ray. My brother Johnny James is in the building. Johnny, I'm sending your all out a couple days, bro. I got you. Almost got you already together. I appreciate the support and all that. Love and light to you and yours, man. Pray to continue to guide you, brother. Love and light. Angelic is in the building. My beloved sister. Michigan is in the building. Peace and progress, beloved siblings. That's right. That's right. Love and light to you, Angelic. The rain 24/7. Uh-oh. The rain 24/7. She said, you better build an ark because I'm about to flood it. You feel me? I ain't mad at you, sis. What's the word? Love and light. Love and light. Got my brother Malaki in the building. Sacramento's finest is in the building. What's the word, huh? Love and light, bro. You already know. You know what I mean? We just trucking through these murky waters we call life. You know how it go. And then we can't handle it. My sister Elisa Edwards is in the building. The wife of my brother Yada El Young. Send my love, sis. To you, your family, and all that. And everybody. Everybody connected. Got my sister Global Purpose is in the building. Love and light to this sister right here. Very, very tapped in this one. Very, very tapped to one this one is. Start talking like Master Yoda in this deal. Love and light, sis. Appreciate the support. You did. Got my brother from Naptown, BC is in the building. Mr. Skinny out. Yeah. I hope everybody's staying sucker free. Got Prince Cosmon in the building. My brother Prince Judah Vaughn is in the building. Love and light out. Yeah. Stand tall, young Prince. You know how it is, bro. You know. When life give you lemons, we make lemonade. How about that? When life give you lemons, we make lemonade. Life trying to be sour with you, we make it sweet on you. You know what I mean? Love and light. Who else we got up in this deal? You in San Jose right now, my yacht? Be careful, brother. Who else we got up in here? We got the Bronze Yog in the building. The Yog has entered the building. What's the word? Love and light. Progress to you, your family. Everybody, man. Y'all know what it is. Got my sister Tabitha. Yeah, go ahead. You want the rest of these grades for everybody? All right. Got my sister Tabitha Keon Cooper is in the building. Yeah. Y'all see what it is. So, yeah. With no further ado, let's go ahead and get it cracking. You know, we don't like to, before we bring out the full course meal, we always bring the appetizer out. Little taste. Got to bring a little taste out real quick. Little taste. All right, watch this. Let's cook.
Peace. This your host, Selah Shalom, and this is the Cosmon Teachings in the Words of Jehovah and His Angel Ambassadors from the Cosmon Bible, Owaspi. And the topic of discussion today is called The Introduction to the Wars Against Jehovah, which will be done in a series of videos. Now, these wars against Jehovah coincide with the 23rd arc cycle after the creation of man, the Ark of Spita. The time frame is within 3953 BC to 1553 BC. Which is the length of the 23rd arc cycle. At the beginning of every arc cycle of 3,000 years, new inspirations come upon the races of man, and new revelations and inventions are revealed to the races of man. The four great prophets, Abraham of Arabia, Brahma of India, Po of China, and Iwata of North Gautama, or North America, were the four lawgivers at the beginning of the 23rd arc cycle. As I read the stories of these four prophets, God gave them instructions on how to live and how to live separate from the king's people. And they had their own territories of living, which were unlike the king's people, where the king's people having great temples and government societies. Now, in order to understand truly what happened on earth during this time period, we must first understand what took place in the heavens during this time period. First, let me explain brief the order of the heavenly government so you can understand how the system operates. First, you have the Creator, who is the overseer of all. The Creator is the voice and the light, not in the image of anything He created. Incomprehensible is the Creator. Now, for each planetary world, you have a heavenly government designed by the Creator, and these heavenly governments are ran by the angels. Just as we on earth run our earthly government, just as we have elections to elect a man to be president, so does the angels in heaven have elections to see who will be chief ruler in office. And the name of the chief is called God. So God is just a title bestowed on an angel to have dominion and rulership of the heavenly government for a term or period, just as a president have dominion and rulership over the country for his term. And this is where we get the government structure from, the angels, designed by the Creator. Now, just as the president has an administration to help him, likewise with the heavenly government of God, he has an administration of angels called Lord Gods to help run the government with him. The term Lord God or Lord Gods is a title bestowed on an angel who is second in rank of the heavenly government and rules over continents and countries, just as the president is chief ruler and the vice president is co-ruler, likewise with the Lord God or Lord Gods ruling with God. And these Lord Gods help make up the administration of the heavenly government of God. Below the Lord Gods are the lords, who are responsible for earthly affairs amongst humans. They are responsible for establishing great nations amongst humans. And below the Lord Gods are the guardian angels over humans, whose duty it is to keep record of every human's life from their birth to their death is the responsibility of the guardian angel. So this is just a brief description of the ranks and order of angels in the heavenly government, no different than the ranks and orders of people in our earthly government. And in the OWASP, it makes this plain to understand. It's not complicated at all. It gives you these different ranks of angels so you have a clear understanding who is who. Like, when we read the Bible, it says Lord God, then it says Lord, then it says God. It got us believing that all this is the same God, but these are different ranking angels. And the OWASP clarifies this, while in the King James Version, it doesn't have no clarification who is who. Now, when you hear the term false God, that is to say, when a host of angels, one being chief leader, decide to separate from the true order of God established by the Creator, those angels come up with their own ideology and doctrine and set up their own heavenly kingdom with the same settings as mentioned above. And this is how you get your false gods, false Lord gods, and false lords, and false guardian angels, and false prophets proclaiming to be the Creator in the image of man. And these false gods inspire humans with their false doctrines, and tribes of men begin to proclaim this false doctrine, shedding blood in the name of his false God. And this is a briefing of how the wars in heaven and earth are started. Now, this time period within the 23rd arc cycle is the beginning of the Kemetic dynasties and the Sumerian dynasties, the Harappa and the Indus Valley civilizations, and the birth of the Hebrew Israelites. It is from this time period that most historians trace civilization back to. In Kemet, the first pharaoh to start the first dynastic is Menes, which time period historians place at about 3100 BC, which would fall within the 23rd arc cycle. It is during this arc cycle, the 23rd arc cycle, that the pyramids of Kemet were built up, along with the pyramids across the world. It is during this time that the names Lord God, Darius, Zeus, Osiris, Ashtaroth, Baal, and other deities were worshipped in place of the Great Spirit, the Creator. In this series of videos, I'm going to show how a false angel by the name of Anu Hassaj began these wars against Jehovah, attempting to overthrow the heavenly government of true God, Son of Jehovah, and how these heavenly wars amongst angels inspired earthly wars amongst humans, which were the battle of 1,000 years within that arc cycle. I'm going to show how Osiris the False of Kemet came to power and the origin of the rites of Anubi. I'm going to show how the deities or the angels Ashtaroth and Baal became worshipful names on the earth. And this is the time period when the worship of the Creator as the unseen master is banished and replaced with idol worship, which is the image of man and a representation of the Creator, beginning with the Egyptians and Sumerians, who are highly responsible for the worshiping of deities or idols, and is responsible for some of the idols today being worshipped, such as Amen, Baal, the Mother Mary with child, which is really a Set and Horus. These deities originated during the 23rd arc cycle after the creation of man, the Ark of Spita. As a reader of the King James Bible, it doesn't explain the difference between God, and Lord. They have the reader believing that these ranking angels are the creator, when in truth, these are angels in position of government, not to be confused with the creator. In the Hebrew tongue in Genesis, the God of the 7-day creation is Elohim, which means gods, with the S at the end. So in the original Hebrew Genesis story of creation, it was a host of gods called Elohim, and not one God as we believe the Genesis creation story to be. If it was one God in the Hebrew, it would have read Allah created and not Elohim created. In Genesis 1, verse 26, where it states, "Let us make man," I'm going to show how these errors came about stemming from Egypt and Sumer, how the Hebrews just incorporated these stories in their doctrine or Torah. And it is in this same time period that the stories of Genesis was created, with the stories of Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, and Noah, and other stories as we have it in the King James Bible. It all originated in Egypt and Sumer, and I'm going to show how the stories of Genesis is not Hebrew in origin, but Egyptian and Sumerian. And the Hebrews incorporated it in their doctrine centuries after. And the 23rd arc cycle ends with the coming of Moses. And with that, I'd like to say peace and blessings and catch you on the next documentary of the Wars of Jehovah. Shalom.
Shout out to our brother Selah Shalom, putting in all that pain and that work 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. You feel me? Those videos still hit like steel, boy. Get some understanding. If I could be heard, y'all please drop a 12,000 in the chat. We're gonna jump right into this book of judgment right here. We're gonna start at chapter 12. This part 5. We just navigating through this deal. You did Book of Judgment, chapter 12. Oh, I spade. Yeah. The most feared book in these spiritual conscious community streets, I must say. And not for anything bad. It's because the deities are being exposed everywhere. It did truly marvelous, man. Great is off the chain. I can't complain. All right, we all good. I see 12,000s in the building. I just get to work. All right, so this is the Book of Judgment, chapter 12. One of many books in this OSP, the Book of Sky, Earth, Spirit, that everybody is up in the, everybody's having a hissy fit over. But hey, if it was just a Dr. Seuss Green Eggs and Ham book, then, or a Harry Potter book, then, it wouldn't be all this fuss. But being the deities are being exposed everywhere, man, you're starting to see all the devotees snap out, everybody losing their minds, going crazy. You dig, changing their names, slapping their wives, falling out, dropping their flag. It's like, dang, what's really going on around this page? What is really going on? Hey, look, y'all, we ain't write the book. We just read what was in it. And I can't lie, we having a little fun while we doing it. Definitely never a dull moment, I must say. Never a dull moment. We're gonna read through this right here. And what we're gonna do is get some understanding like we always get. And once again, we always give all honor, praise, and glory to the Creator, the Almighty. That always was, is, and never shall be, the ever-present Creator. Not in form and figure of a man, angel, or animal. We don't spill your yak, boy. Don't spill your yak. Chapter 12, Book of Judgment, OSP. Oh, man. Remember your Creator and praise him in this. Remember your Creator and praise him. In this, you are graded by your God. So, we've been going over the grades and rates and all that. Past couple videos. You want to know the difference between a grade and a rate. If any of y'all work out, go to the gym or whatever, You know what I mean? You pick a certain weight to lift with, right? Whether it's 50 pounds, 60 pounds, 70 pounds. So the weight or the pounds that you pick up, that would be equivalent to your grade. All right. The reps you do, not the reps, the sets you do. Sets you do. The reps and sets you do is equivalent to your rate. So, okay, you can lift 225 pounds, but can you maintain that 225 pounds for reps of 10 for 4 sets? You feel me? So your grade will be the weight, how much it weighs. The rate will be your reps and sets of that weight. All right, so we've been going over there. So say you got a, you got a grade 55, right? All right, well, the rate will be how long you maintain that grade of 55, 20 years, 15 years, whatever it is. So we've been going over the grades and rates the past couple videos dealing with this book of judgment. You know what I mean? And man, a lot of understanding. Lots of understanding. What's this say? She said, she like set the tone for so many years. But yeah. You gotta salute that, man. You know what I mean? You gotta salute diligent, you know what I mean, hard work. That's really, and it really can't call it really ain't hard. It's but it is trying and challenging when the entire world be against you. It's easy when everybody, you know, agrees with the information and everybody read the same info. You know what I mean? You get a feeling of, you know, yes, but it ain't easy when, and when I say easy, like mentally and spiritually, it ain't easy when you basically the only one, you know, shouting from the rooftops. You dig? You the only one. You basically speaking to the earth, prophesy to the wind. It ain't easy at times, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes this walk get lonely. You be having to really, you know, search your inner man and get down in your bag, man, and be determined. You know what I mean? So salute the brother. So you know, it take a lot. It take a lot to, you know, and a lot of sacrifices too. And it take a lot of thick skin, not thin, thick skin, because a lot of things people do or come at you with, you know, emotional, little goofy stuff. You know what I mean? So now salute the brother, absolutely. Because I knows what it say in verse 1. It say, "Oh man, remember your creator and praise him. In this you are graded by your God." See, you graded by remembering your creator and always praise him. Part of the grade too. Okay, let's keep going. Verse 2. Those who do not see him are weak in spirit. Oh, hold on. Those who do not see him are weak in spirit. Those who see him in all things and hear his voice in the leaves and in every herb. Hold on. Those who see him in all things and hear his voice in the leaves and in every herb are strong in spirit. I'm going to leave that right there for y'all. You know what I mean? If you can hear the creator's voice in every herb, that brother strong in spirit. Dang, look at some of y'all like, yeah, every herb. Hold on. Every herb. Hold on. That deal say, hold on, man. See, I can hear the Millie Mouth Misfits now. Nah, Mally, hold on, nah. I'm gonna read that again. Hold on. For those of us who are strong in spirit. For those of us who are strong in spirit, Prince Cosmon. You're strong in spirit, brother. Hold on. You're strong in spirit. Sister Rain, you strong in spirit, sis? Boy, I can hear him now. But then, not Malaki, hold on. Hey, look, I didn't write the book, y'all. I just read what was in it. Leave me alone. I just read what was in it now. You know what I mean? That deal said every herb now. Nah, Malaki, hold on, nah. This is can you leave me alone? Hold on. Key, what you say? Won't he do it? I know y'all probably highlighting that verse. Y'all probably, hold on, Book of Judgment. Malik, what was that verse, Malik? That Book of Judgment, chapter 12 and 2. Y'all highlight that one right there. That deal say, those who do not see him are weak in spirit. Hold on. Those who see him in all things, not some things, y'all, all things, and hear his voice in the leaves and in every herb. Hold on now. Or what? Strong in spirit. If you're strong in spirit, y'all please drop a 13,000 in the chat. And if you're strong in spirit, that means you hear the Creator's voice in every leaf, in the leaves, and in every herb. I got my sister in the look. See, y'all starting stuff now. I got my sister in the chat. Miss Deshaun LaFay, looking asses in the chat. Intuitive Goat. My sister, y'all go like, subscribe, share. You know, it's all good. I'm just reading, so there's no reason anybody be mad at me, man. You know, be mad at me. Hold on. Prince said, I used to think I was. No, boy, you ain't crazy, that boy. Boy, you ain't crazy, that boy. You ain't crazy. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I see y'all strong in spirit around this junk. Y'all hear his voice in every herb. Okay. Let's keep going. These are the grades of the resurrection of the souls of men. Okay. For what is the earth other than a folding nest? And the possessions, look at this. For those who try to make themselves economically superior because of their possessions. Let's say, for what is the earth other than a folding nest? And the possessions of the earth other than chains of bondage. If you're very resourceful and you got a whole bunch of big head Ben Franklins and you know what I mean, all that extra stuff, then guess what? You got a lot of mammon or a lot of physical possessions or whatever, it ain't nothing but bondage to you, especially when you cross over. So if you're somebody that's resourceful and got your hands on a lot of stuff, make sure you're doing the most good you can do for everybody else. Other than that, your riches, your material wealth, your mammon, your status, all that enslaves you, especially on the other side. You become enslaved to it. You see that? The earth is a folding nest. And the possessions of the earth, chains of bondage. And we free around this giant. You know what I mean? And it's wild because today people, you know, they'll look at you as if you're less fortunate or, you know, inferior to them because maybe their bank account's a little larger than yours. Or, you know, man, you got lint in your pocket like me. You know, people get to looking at you sideways with the jaundiced eye. Well, watch me tell you, look, man, look, I love the fact that the spirit world, you can't bring none of that, you know, that heavy talk, all that, how much bread you can stack. You can't bring it over there. Nah, the playing field is level, Jack. You know what I mean? We see you for who you really are. Chains of bondage, man, all them damn possessions. Chains of bondage. Look at this word. This word. This deal say, my heavens rest upon the earth. The place of the Essene, the newborn spirit, is in my keeping. And I have adjusted the places of the grades of my heavens according to their inhabitants. Ooh-wee. I people the heavens of the earth with the spirits of the dead. Remember that? I people the heavens of the earth with the spirits of the dead, according to their grade and their physical lives, so do I arrange them. Let's go look at some of these grades too. We keep running up on them. Let's go look at some of these grades. Shit, I still got that pulled up. Just so everybody can understand. feel me? You want to still got that pulled up? What is that? Oh, hold on, yeah. What's up with Joe? Oh, okay. Well, let me finish doing what I'm doing. I got you. Dang. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I thought I had that pulled up. That's weird. That be disappearing from the little loading dock. All right, hold on. Let's see something. I could have sworn I had that pulled up. There you go. All right, right there. Right there. Right. So Judgment 12:6. I people the heavens. I people the heavens of the earth with the spirits of the dead according to their grade in their physical lives. So do I arrange them to provide for their everlasting resurrection and make them rejoice in their being. These are the labors of your God. God's job is to resurrect you, point you toward resurrection so you can rise up higher and higher and receive your inheritance. The grades and ascensions of spirit after death according to the grades and rates. All right, grade 1 all the way up to 99, which is the highest atmospheric grade of the all pure in spirit. These lines are different heavenly plateaus, the abodes of those, or the dwelling place of the spirits of the dead, as when they start their resurrection process. Grade 1 is resting on the earth right here. The first grade, a lot of wandering spirits and all that. And if you below grade 1, you in kindergarten. Kindergarten, according to your spiritual maturity. Kindergarten. Some of y'all in pre-K. You dig? Well, how do you get your grades, Malachi? I can hear people now running their mouth. Hold on. All right, so this right here, these are the grades of mortals and angels. Right, there go your highest atmospheric grade of 99. You see that? The lowest is 1. Now, how do you get the highest grade? That's when you abandon self and become selfless and you serve others 100% in righteousness. Completely selfless. This is how the creator get down. The creator is selfless. He gave away all so you can be alive, so you can breathe, so you can experience creation. The creator is not selfless like your stingy ass uncle or your auntie. No, selfless. So if you serve others 100%, you get the highest atmospheric grade of 99. Right? And then once you cross over, man, how does this thing? I don't know why this thing gonna be sliding no more. Once you cross over, that's your dwelling place in proportion to the earth. Look at that, the earth down there. Grade 99 all the way up there. Right? And that ain't even, that's just the highest atmospheric grade. Once you prepare to be a bride and bridegroom at, graduation time, you will bother the earth atmosphere and you into what's called etheria, the countless worlds of the creator. That's your inheritance. Yeah. There are countless worlds. Onward and upward forever. We're moving away from the earth. Not staying here, away from it. You can begin your resurrection process. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Watch this right here. So check this out. So 99, that's where you abide at. 75, if you serving other 75% of your time on earth, right? And the other 25%, you serving self. You get a grade of 75. So that's what it meant by based off the grade you attained while you were living. It's all based off the service and work you do for others. So today is a great day for you to get outside and do something good for somebody, because it ain't gonna do nothing but benefit you and them. And that's how you get your grade up. That's how you get your grade up. It's strictly about the good you can do for others. Now, if you want any more detail, go back to the Book of Judgment, part 1 that we started. This part 5 right here. Right? And we go over step by step what you need to do. And how you take away from your grade. You know what I mean? You can do something good, but then turn around and do something bad, and it takes away from your grade. You feel me? So you constantly got to be on guard. Yeah, but it ain't hard though. It ain't hard at all. Look at this right here. Read that verse 6 again, because that makes sense. Now you can practically see what's going on, right? Look at this here. It says, I people the heavens of the earth with the spirits of the dead, according to their grade in their corporeal lives, so do I arrange them. Now y'all see, to provide for their everlasting resurrection, everlasting, meaning forever. Right? We ain't talking about resurrection like you die and turn to dust and your bones turn to dust, and then you materialize and come out the grave, the night of the walking dead. Basically, zombies with new bodies. Nah, resurrection is graduation. Resurrection got to do with ascension. Resurrection got to do with rising up. Rising up, not declension, coming back to the earth. That's declining. You're not resurrecting, you're coming back to the earth. You see? No way. Notice what he said, though, everlasting resurrection, and make them rejoice in their being. These are the labors of your God. God's work is to inspire you to take his place. God is who you become. If you're a woman, a goddess is who you become, not who you worship. God is who you become. But then you worship and praise the creator who made even God. If y'all understand that, drop a 4,000 in the chat, man. This is easy to understand. You figure smell me play a kindergarten. Oh, wait. Come on, let's keep reading. Watch this. Show you how creator get down. For the beasts of the field and the birds and fowls of the earth, and for many animals that are companions to man. Look what creator said. I made a place in heaven where their spirits could survive for a season. Dang. So now even with the animals, man. Like some people be like the shit the hell would fight over Bambi. They spirit go down to the ground, and that's the hell it. It's over. Creators say, man, these was your companions, and some of y'all is over companions with these damn dogs. Got them sleeping in your bed, licking your face in the morning. But creator. Look how merciful creator is. He's like, look, even the animals that are companions with you. Now I made a place in heaven where their spirits could survive for a season. But what it say in Ecclesiastes? It say what? That the spirit of man goeth upward and the spirit of beast go down into the ground. Dang. Creator is truly marvelous. And this animal heaven. Hold on, cuz. Hold on, it's an animal, and this animal heaven I graded 1 in the order of my heaven, so that resides on the earth too, right? For I saw that man on the earth had delight in them, And I provided for him in his Essean period, newborn spirit, right? So that he might rejoice in the remembrance of finding his love. Dang. Some of us are real attached to our pets, our animals and all that. You know what I mean? And I made the animal heaven rest on the face of the lands of the earth, the same as the place of the Essean in grade 1. Remember, old man, your creator. Remember, old man, your creator. Remember, old man, your creator gave to every animal a season on the earth, but he limited them to a time to become extinct. Even so, and of a like duration, I made a heavenly period for the spirits of animals companionable to man. But for man, I provided heavens above, where he shall rise as to place, even as he rises in goodness and knowledge. Oof. Bang drop, boy. Look at it. Great is truly merciful, man. Magnify your perception, oh man, so you may comprehend. So you may comprehend, meaning you grow your perception. Like look bigger than how small tunnel vision you used to look. You know what I mean? Like expand your understanding. Magnify your perception, oh man, so you may comprehend, understand the kingdoms with an S, the kingdom, the plural kingdoms, not just one. Magnify your perception, oh man, so you may comprehend the kingdoms of your God. Consider the example your creator set before you in the design of the earth. So the creator always gives you something in your face that you may compare to what's going on in the spirit world. You feel me? Y'all give me a second real quick. Let me holler this little joker real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. You feel me? The inmates are running the asylum. The inmates are running the asylum. Give me 1 second, fam. Hold on. Mic check, mic check. Y'all, please forgive your brother. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Ooh wee. Ooh wee, ooh wee. All right, let's go ahead and keep it moving. Let's go ahead and keep it moving. Judgment 12 and 14. Judgment 12 and 14, baby. Make sure we all good to go around these parts. All right. So Judgment 12 and 14. Magnify your perception, O man, so you may comprehend the kingdoms. Woof. The kingdoms of your God. Consider the example your creator set before you in the design of the earth. The creator always puts something right in your face so you can compare something physical with what you can't see. Something visible with what you can't see. Right? That's why, look, life, or what you know is physical life, is just school. It's actually a training ground. Yeah, you're training. You're preparing yourself for the next world. And so on. You see what I'm saying? So it says, consider the example your creator set before you in the design of the earth. In large bodies, he placed the lands. In large bodies, he placed the oceans. Not in little hillocks of land and little puddles of water. Even larger than these are the plateaus of the heavens of your God. So as big as the Atlantic Ocean is, as big as the Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and all that, it's a even larger than your largest bodies of water or your largest pieces of land are the heavenly plateaus of your God. Huh? Look at that. Even larger than these are the plateaus of the heavens of your God. These plateaus are divided into separate heavens by atmospheric oceans. So it's bodies of water in the heavens, in the atmosphere, that divide the plateaus. You know what I mean? The abiding place of the spirits of the dead once you cross over and you begin your resurrection process. Dang, hold on now. Hold on. Verse 17. Look what it say. Look what it say. As above, so below, right? You've been praying it your whole life. I do not fill the earth of the firmament with angels just scattered about, but I get them regions habitable and home-like. And I grade the regions as to how suitable they are to the resurrection of the spirits of the dead. I mean, we keep showing it. We keep showing it. Hold on. We keep showing it. But I mean, hey, I don't think we can show it enough. My side, I always show sidebar. Bang. These are different plateaus. Very way more detail, but you know, just something, a drawing to put in your face so you can see what's going on. And how each one of these plateaus are divided by atmosphere and ocean. Oh-wee. And the atmosphere of the heavens is not just, you know, just smidgens of angels just sprinkled about. No, it ain't like that. That's just disciplined, well structured, and ordered on earth, so it is in the heavens. See, it's practical. We take the spookism right out of it. Just show you what it is. Like, look, you've really been dealing with this type of stuff your whole life. It's just you never connected the dots. I do not fill the earth of firmament with angels scattered about, but I get them regions habitable and home-like. And I grade the regions as to how suitable they are to the resurrection of the spirits of the dead. Good night, wait. And just like when you were birthed here, it was already system in order. It was already hospitals and factories and nurses and parents and doctors and OBG, what y'all women call them, damn, the OBGYNs and all that stuff was already here by the time you decided to arrive, or by the time your parents got together and conceived you and you came on through the womb. You know what I mean? 9-10 months later. Notice it was already a system in order prepared for you. You see, and it's the same what we headed to. It's already a system in order. right? And it says, and I grade the regions as to how suitable they are to the resurrection of the spirits of the dead. Consider the work of your creator. Oh, man. Oh, man, look at this. Consider the work of your creator and the knowledge and symbols he places before you. So open your eyes up and look. Stop it. Ooh, it's just, you just studying cloud patterns. It's just exuberant. No, what's put in front of you is so you can understand something higher. So you can understand where we are headed to. You feel me? You're supposed to learn from this life. All right? Consider the work of your creator and the knowledge and symbols he places before you. You hold up a lump of salt and it is solid and has dimensions. Okay. But cast it into water and it is not seen, but dissolved and lost to your perception. Okay. And you see the earth, which has dimensions also. But ether, you do not see. Really? As water is the solvent to salt, you can understand that if you went and got some salt right now and a lump of it and tossed it in some water, what's going to happen to that salt? It's going to dissolve. You don't see the lump of salt anymore. So look what it says. As water is solvent to salt, so is ether or eth, the solvent to corporeal things. Really? Really? The solid earth holds its form by slow velocity. So velocity means some turning. Some turning. It ain't just sitting still. A frisbee sitting still in space. That's saying the earth turning. It got velocity. You dealing with velocity. Something is spinning. The solid earth holds its form by slow velocity. Yet in etheria or in ether, external, outside to the body of the earth, the swift velocity of corpor is magnified in dissolution. So, out in etheria, that vortex is spinning faster. And it's spinning so fast that guess what? The earth would dissolve. Look at this. The swift velocity of corpor is magnified into dissolution. These things are accomplished by vortices in ether, vortices in etheria. And there's so many of them, man. You get looking at all them spiraling galaxies that will blow your mind. Like everything is spinning, moving. And here you got people today trying to claim that everything is just flat and sitting still. As like a dinner plate, a damn frisbee sitting, just sitting there. Just it's just sitting still, and it's on some pillars. So something that just got to, is a foundation. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Look at this, verse 20. Y'all gotta leave me alone. Look at this. Verse 20. The Flat Earth Society, Malaki. Yawn. Look at it. In the atmosphere of the earth, behold, there is sufficient corpor. Corpor is what make up your physical, is corporeality or physicality. Physics. Some of y'all go study. Oh, I'm studying physics. Well, it says, in the atmosphere of the earth, behold, there is sufficient enough corpor, the things that make up your physical structures, to make many worlds like the habitable. How you say that? How you say that, Miss LaFay? Habitable earth. Meaning the earth where we reside in, where we live in. Key, how you say that? Habitable. That don't even sound right. Habitable? I don't know. I'm not a master of the King's English, but y'all know what I'm saying. It says, in the atmosphere of the earth, behold, there is sufficient or plenty corpor, things that make up your physical existence, to make many worlds like the earth, or the habitable earth. That don't even sound right. And this corpor, which is in solution and so unseen by corporeal eyes, floats in the firmament of the earth, forming strata, plateaus, and continents wide as the earth and deep as the earth. And there are thousands thousands of them. Thousands of what? Plateaus? Unseen to corporeal eyes? Just like that salt will be unseen to your eyes if you drop it in water, but it's still there. It's still there. How you know it's there? Taste that water if you drop all that salt and you got salt water, boy. It's still there. It's just unseen. And it's the same with the corpor that's in the etheric solution, right? Eth is the solvent of corpor, like water is the solvent of salt. So it's there, even though you can't see it, it's there, you dig? And that, what you call that formula or that liquid is what's used to form worlds and also heavenly plateaus where the spirits of the dead dwell at. And it says there are thousands of them. Habitable. That's how you say that. Habitable. Yeah, this ain't lick your finger scholarship. You know what I mean? Forgive you, brother. I ain't the fanciest at the King's English or the old Victorian English. Like I'm supposed to be overheard, sipping tea and eating crumpets. No, I don't. I'm cool with all that. Look at it. And yet, oh man, these are only the atmospherian heavens. These are the dominions given into the keeping of your God. Good night, boy. You see everything God responsible for? Every spirit in the earth and every spirit in the heavens of the earth, God is responsible for aiming them toward higher plateaus and higher resurrection. That's God's job. God's job is not to receive your prayers and for you to be, on your knees, bowing, getting them dusty and you are in reverence in your prayer breath. Show dear Father God, like that nigga Trump. And God, we love you, God. I say, boy, this nigga Donald Trump, boy. If y'all think that you and Donald Trump is talking about the same maker, creator stuff, you're sadly mistaken. No. Donald Trump has a battery in his back from a demonic god of war. It's not who you think it is. The Black Caucus, he's clicking their heels and getting a straight back when he walk around. Here all y'all Negroes go laying hands on Donald Trump, praying for him. You got your evangelicals like, oh, he's the savior. You got people over in Israel putting this nigga image on shekels. You know what I mean? I'll be like, bro, look, if y'all don't pay attention to what the hell is going on, look at this. And yet, oh man, these are only the atmospherian heavens. These are the dominions given into the keeping of your God. Good night. These are my kingdoms and my heavens for what? For a season. God say it's only for a season, player. Because God only sit as God, true God, for 400 years. He slide on out of there. And he got to make way for the next one. You know what I mean? Because once he got enough brides and bridegrooms, once he done leaned or aimed, billions of spirits toward resurrection or toward creator, once his time is up, his 400 years, he move out the way and take all those who are eligible to ascend the fatherhood. And then another one takes his place and sits as God. You know what I mean? God is not the creator, though. God is not the creator. You dig? Look at this. As you, O man of the earth, sail your ships abroad over the ocean. Y'all, in 1492, when Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Here you go, just crazy with it. It said, as you, O man of the earth, sail your ships abroad over the ocean and come into a new land. Go ashore and settle your people on it, and it becomes a new kingdom. So likewise, does your God accomplish in the heavens of the earth, in the plateaus of this vortex. So just like, man decides to get a battery in his back and get to sailing over waters and oceans to establish and come to different lands and kingdoms, it's the same thing in the heavens. Now remember, all the plateaus are divided by Matter of fact, these plateaus are bigger and wider than your continents and bodies of water. So it ain't like it ain't plenty of space. You dig? But what separates each plateau from the next are large atmospheric oceans. So just like man has to get in his ship and, travel to a different part of this earth, God does the same thing, but with heavenly ships. Huh? Good night, boy. The plateaus of this vortex, habitable. Yeah, right on getting y'all brother together, man. I ain't the best at the Victorian English. Huh? I don't drink tea and eat crumpets. you know what I mean? But drink some tea with your pinky finger up with the look. Nah. I don't do that. You feel me? That ain't my skinny. That ain't my lane. You feel me? Verse 23. Remember the magnitude of your Creator's works and the symbols he set before you. Where the clouds float high, it does not rain. Where they drag on the face of the earth, it rains daily. Consider the habitations of the resurrections of the dead, which are in the keeping of your God. Good night, boy. You know what I mean? So look, y'all, when we be saying, hey, peace, God, salute to the God, peace, Goddess, hey, it's a great responsibility to come with that title. Men love to hear God today, you dig? But man, you a manager of a world. Not just the world, the atmosphere surrounding that world. It's a lot of responsibility come with that, man. You dig? And you're gonna have to shoulder that one day. All right, you're gonna have to bend or aim billions of inhabitants, whether they're in the flesh or in the spirit. Aim them toward Creator. Consider the work of your God, man. Look at it. Even as to the square of the distance away from the earth, so are the grades of my resurrections. See, away from the earth. When we talk resurrection, we're not talking about the night of the living dead. We're not talking about zombies getting out the ground and walking around and no, onward and upward forever. There are higher resurrections, there are higher kingdoms. You understand? And the Creator never stopped creating. So guess what? You'll never catch him. You'll never catch Creator. The highest raised angel can't even comprehend the Creator in the Creator's entirety. The highest raised angel can't. Which means that you just as close as the highest raised angel to your maker. You just as close. The greatest is near today as he was in the ancients. And the highest raised angel, as far ahead in spirit as the highest raised angel is, than we are. When it comes down to how close that they are with the Creator, there's no difference between them and you. Because we can't comprehend Creator in its entirety either. Just like the highest raised angel came. Dang, if you understand that the highest raised angel and you are no closer to the Creator, you know what I mean, or just as close to the Creator, you know what I mean, as the ancients were. If you understand that, drop a 7,000 in the chat. You just as close to the Creator as the highest raised angel is, who still can't comprehend Creator in the Creator's entirety. Dang. According to the exaltation of man's soul, so shall he inhabit the places I have made. According to his own soul's growth and what? Development. Shout out to the GDs, baby. Growth and development. Watch me talk about that growth and development, boy. What DC Sniper at? He claimed growth and development. Well, the Creator is all about the growth and development of man. Every aspect of it. You feel me? You smell me, player? According to his own soul's growth and development, so shall he ascend in my kingdoms. Outward, hold on. Here you go, talking about some getting up in New Jerusalem is going to be on earth. Look at what this say. According to his own soul's growth and development, so shall he ascend in my kingdom. So rise up outward away from the earth, from grade to grade. I adapted them. Good night, boy. Good night, boy. Resurrection is away from the earth, not toward it. See, even the sense of resurrection over that way is off. Resurrection is upward and away from the earth. It's not you. It's not the night of the living dead. You get up with loincloths and grave cloths on, with half your damn skin missing. Or even if you got up out of there with the quote unquote spiritual body you claim you're going to get or whatever, you're still on the earth. How is this resurrection? You just back in the flesh. And that's what reincarnation means. So really, the concept of resurrection, biblically speaking, and reincarnation, shit, is basically the same thing. You're back in the flesh on earth. Ain't that what resurrection is according to the Bible? The hell happened? You die, right? You get buried, and then you end up coming out the grave, but you're still on earth. Huh? You're still on earth. What is reincarnation? You die and you come back as a man. Well, I ain't even gonna throw it out there like you come back as a rock or a bug. I'm just talking about those that believe in reincarnation, like you come back as a man. You know what I mean? Or a woman, or however the hell you come back or whatever. But you're still back in the flesh on earth. Owaski talks about resurrection as being away from the earth, onward and outward. And it makes sense because resurrection means to rise up. Rise up. You see? So even the concept of resurrection, biblically speaking, it ain't that much different than reincarnation. It's the same thing. Reincarnate. Carnate is flesh. The reincarnate means back in flesh, to reappear in flesh. And that's what the biblical understanding of resurrection is too. You're just back in flesh. But Owaski, the book of Sky Spirit, talk about resurrection, and resurrection is once you cross over, once you die, you enter the first resurrection. And then as you continue to grow, train, and graduate and get your lessons together, you resurrect higher and higher. Resurrection is away from the earth. It's not back in the flesh on the earth again. You feel me? So there is no difference really between biblical resurrection and reincarnation. You're just back in the flesh on the earth. Resurrection in Owaski is away from the earth. You continue to advance and grow as a spirit, or if you want to call it an ancestor, an angel, whatever. Your training continues. Your education continues. You got tests you got to pass. You dig. You get your grade up, and you continue to move upward into these different, how y'all say it, habitable places of the light. You feel me? So if you understand that when we say resurrection over this way, we're talking away from the earth, upward and outward. We're not talking about back in the flesh, or back in some type of flesh on the earth. If y'all understand that, drop me a 3,000 in the chat for the Arc Cycle Cosmon, man. We ain't here to body cuddle. We ain't here to play with you. We not here to lick our fingers. We not here to, to accept the idols or the idols of heaven, blaspheme against Creator. No, we're not doing none of that. Now we're going to press the line. Look at this. It is. According to his own soul's growth and development, so shall he ascend in my kingdoms outward away from the earth, from grade to grade. I adapted them. So even resurrection is total different than what the Bible's saying. The Bible's saying it's going to be the night of the living dead. Get out the grave and walk around on this earth again. Owaski is saying, nah, resurrection is outward away from the earth, grade to grade. I got spots for you to live, you know what I mean? That's habitable, right? In the atmosphere and in the heavens beyond that. Based off your grade, why you was living. Man, this is easy to understand. They got to leave me alone. It's easy to understand. It's just people are in denial. 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 Don't even know I'm lying. Don't even know I am lying tonight. Good night, good night, good night. Ooh-wee. I see 3,000 in the chat. Okay. Now look at Prince. Prince say, well, yeah, you know, but it take, you know what, Prince, it take for somebody to really get in there. You get in it and start reading over it and tripping off of it, then you can make that confession. Most can't though, because they ain't ready or they scared to. They scared to read something like that, man, because it goes against everything you're talking about. But it not even go against challenges. It forces you to reevaluate what it is you thought was real this whole time. You see what I'm saying? Got my sister Samisha, create a gang in the building. What's the word, sis? I ain't seen you in a minute. Dang. What's up with them young soldiers over that way? Tell them young soldiers, you know what I mean? Our young nephews, you dig? Hey, you know what I mean? By any means necessary, protect their moms. You know what I mean? I gotta send y'all something too. I got some smell good for them little jokes. I know they bought out. I know them little jokes bought out, boy. All right, let's get to this right here. What's up with the bronze? What's up, bronze? Mr. Skinny. Mr. Skinny. I don't know, bronze. They said you're gonna resurrect in your grave cloths, boy. You're gonna be walking around like it's like a zombie when it's time. You're gonna be waiting for Gabriel to blow his trumpet. You're gonna be walking around like a zombie. My brother. What you think about that, Bronze? Talk to us. Yeah, that's Bronze's brother, my zone. Bronze used to be the hitman. Bronze used to be the hitman for Bishop Softshoe. You know what I mean? Bronze used to be the hitman for Bishop Softshoe. I've seen some pictures, boy. Bronze wasn't playing no games, boy. All right, let's get back to this. Into it to go. VP, what's the word, my brother? That's right. Love and memory, our beloved sister. She Brew 144. That was my girl there right there, boy. That was my girl there. The Swift Messenger for real. Pull them on file. That's right. Rise in power, sis. Continue to rise in power. Dang. Okay. I see y'all. She, bro, you still love. Look at the gang still shouting you out, baby. I seen the picture of sis too. She was not bad on the eyes at all. I say, that's who? You heard she was a short little thing, but man, hey, salute, sis. I was like, okay. And so our sister Imar Robbie Dobson. That was mama right there, boy. Yeah. Me and her had some cool convos. Yeah, she ended up reversing her diabetes, man, like in her mid-70s. I say, dang, what did she was like, Malaki, look, look, when y'all stopped chewing on all that, I did too. She was like in months. I've been dealing with this my whole life. She was like in months, my stuff just, you know what I mean? I got everything regulated, like everything cool. And that's because I stopped eating certain things. I was like, straight up. She was like, yeah. It is in her mids. She was in her mids this a couple years ago. Mid-70s. Big, so may she rise in power too. That was Iman. She was solid too. Sister Deborah, I remember her. Yep, she was a deep one too. She was deep, sis. You know what I mean? But look, man, we got the man. Look, see, once you know the system in order, it's like, oh, okay. I'm kind of excited for them. Like, dang, you know what I mean? What y'all got popping around this deal? But hey, you know, everything in due time, man. Everything in due time. All right, let's get back to this. You know what I mean? Y'all all remembered, appreciated, loved, all that good stuff. Let's get this chapter 13. Grab me some water real quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, let's go ahead and keep this pushing then. Now, man, chapter 13, Book of Judgment. Oh, spade. Boy, this a Waspy boy make jokers run. Let me make sure everything good. Okay, bang. All right, chapter 13, Book of Judgment. It says, oh man, to know the creations of your creator and the things he has placed in your reach, to apply your knowledge and understand with reverence the work of his hand. How considerate he is of your little wisdom and your love of liberty, which he gave to you. Hold on. That's a lot right there. We can't just run that stop sign, y'all. We got to slow down for a minute. It say, oh man, to know the creations of your creator. Stop right there. It didn't say believe the creator. It says to know. Right? So if you know about creation, that means you're a scientist. You're observing and you're recording. What's a scientific fact? Something that can be observed and recorded. You know what I mean? In the eyes of our maker, we're all scientists because we're supposed to be investigating creation. We're supposed to be investigating creation. Right? And creation also includes yourself. Shout out to all the healers out there, the brothers is into the herbs, sisters to the herbs and all that. You know what I mean? That's part of creation. It tell you, oh man, to know the creations of your creator and the things he has placed in your reach. We are all scientists and we're supposed to be investigating, observing how creation function. You dig? Recording how it functioned and continue to get our minds blown. You dig? By how just vast the maker, our creator is. You feel me? It says, all right, to apply your knowledge. The application of knowledge is wisdom, man. To apply your knowledge and understand with reverence the work of his hand. How considerate he is of your little wisdom. You know, we only got a little bit of a smidgen. Your little wisdom and your love of freedom, liberty, which he gave to you. Even before he had perfected you, he called out to you to behold his creations. And you did not pause to learn, but ran away, half completed, to vent the exuberance. Did I get that word right, Miss LaFay? To vent to vent the exuberance of your soul, which he gave to you. Good night. So look at you. He did credit like, behold me in all my glories and all that, and you run away. Got it all figured out, huh? To vent the exuberance of your soul, which he gave to you. Behold me, your God. I am your elder brother whom he sent after you. So being that you like a runaway little child, little snotty-nosed little joker who don't, you know what I mean, want to behold the creation and, you know what I mean, gain knowledge, wisdom, apply it. And since you don't want to do that, the creator sent one of your big brothers or sisters after you. Man, go hawk that little joker down, man. He about to crash out, rather. Go grab your little brother or sister. He tripping. Behold me, your God. I am your older brother whom he, the creator, sent after you. Come and learn wisdom from your God. Yeah, sit down, little joker. Look at this. You linger in the grave. You were not aroused to know your creator. You turn your back on me and say, behold, there is no God. Good night. I beseech you, turn about and hear the wisdom of my words. I will teach you to know your creator. I will teach you to know your creator, not believe in him. Know him. See, talk like this make you spill your yak. You be spilling yak, spilling coffee, foaming at the mouth. You know what I mean? Call yourself cursing folk or whatever. To no avail. You ain't, look, whatever's rolling off your tongue, whatever's rolling off your palate, whatever deity it is, he's still a little homie. He's a creation. So let me let the whole entire world know there is no higher authority that can roll off your lips than the creator, the God maker. However you pronounce it, whatever you pronounce it in Hebrew or Aramaic or whatever, or in English or Spanish or whatever, it's irrelevant. It's still a deity or God you calling on. You're not calling on God's maker. Yeah, there's a shout out to my brother Cal. You know what Cal say? There's a nigga that tell God what to do. Dang. Dang. Dang, son. I will teach you to know your creator, to hear his voice, and to see his hand. God said he's going to teach you to not only know your maker, but to hear him. Dang, that's serious right there, boy. And you shall rejoice in your life and teach your brethren to rejoice also. You have a corporeal body, and a spiritual body. That's the beginning of what Waspi when they talk about that. They getting that out of Judgment 13 and 9. You have a corporeal body and a spiritual body. Hear me, and I will open your understanding. Your spirit has eyes, ears, and judgment. Nevertheless, the beginnings of your two parts were at the same time quickened into one person because of the presence of your creator. So your spirit and your corpore, your spirit man and your physical man was what quickened at the same time into one person. Not because of no makeshift law of divinity. It's because the presence of your creator is there everywhere. And that's why creation is continuing to function. And there's more creation happening because the creator's presence is here everywhere. And that's what we do. We declare the presence of the creator. We don't care who don't like it, who get mad, and you don't like the way it sounds. So what? We don't care nothing about that. Care nothing about that. Our job is to declare the ever presence of our creator to you first and foremost. The fact you were even made alive and quickened from two parts into one person is because the presence of the creator is there. There is no sun rising without the presence of the creator. There is no moon rising without the presence of the creator. There is no you getting up. Talking about you woke yourself up. There is no you getting up without the presence of the creator. You get up and go ahead and get that throat and that mouth together, boy. That deal smell like a rusty bag of quarters when you wake up. You reminded of death when you wake up, like, dang. Let me go ahead and get I got a fireball in my mouth real quick. You don't even wake up without the presence of the creator. Period. Look at this. Oh, man of the earth. If only your spirit and your corpore, your physicality, your physical body stood even in wisdom and power all the days of your life. But you are so delighted in the earth that you have left your spirit unfed. Look at this. You have left your spirit unfed. So busy chasing the bag and everything just so carnal and based off what you can see. You ain't even feeding your spirit no more. What's really going on? Man, look, you better balance out around this deal, man. I know. I mean, we the only species that got to pay to live and breathe around this deal. But look, make it your business to balance that, you beating your feet every day, feet to the streets. Look, balance that out with feeding your spirit. Look, make it up. Make it the number one priority. How about that? But you are so delighted in the earth that you have left your spirit unfed, and it stands within you. Your spirit stands within you like a spur of grass covered with a stone. Good night, boy. That means your spirit is all but dead. You poured some stone or some concrete over some grass. That grass is dead. It may be a little sign of life. It may some weeds may come through the cracks or whatever, but for the most part, it's dead. You feel me? Right? So don't leave your spirit unfed. Don't do that. You know what I mean? So busy chasing whatever it is, and you look up the majority of the people who you deem is successful and so rich and powerful and all that, y'all, they in kindergarten when it come down to the grades. They not even in grade 1. They're not even in the first grade. Huh? Look at this. Yeah, I know. See, in the spirit world, all that heavy talking about you bragging about what you got, and niggas got stacks of money they got on their face like they on the phone, and look, don't none of that fly over that way. That's a no-fly zone. It's all based off your grade. What have you done to prepare yourself for even coming here? Oh no, brother, I was, I was a rapper. I was a drill rapper. Huh? Look at this. And you do not see spiritual things, nor hear the unseen. For a stone lies upon your soul. Never leave your spirit unfed. Ever. Ever. Look at this. Yet you have great learning as the corporeal knowledge and great vigor as the corporeal judgment. Yeah. You may be. Oh, brother's an esteemed mathematician. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson right here. You have great learning as the corporeal knowledge and great vigor as the corporeal judgment, and you rate your neighbor a fool. Because, in fact, in contradistinction, and how you say that, Mr. LaFay? In contradistinction to you, he hears and sees spiritually, but you call him a fool. Here you come with your great corporeal knowledge, and he's an engineer and a great mathematician. Huh? But you label your neighbor or rate him as a fool because he hears and sees spiritually, and you don't. Look at this. And your God weeps for you. And your God weeps for you. Because at the time of your death, you shall stand in heaven in grade 1. Even as the spirits of the beasts of the field. You see what happens when you don't feed your spirit? Here you go right here. Yeah, first grade. Still got a foot in kindergarten. Y'all think we be playing. That's what I'm saying, boy. Dang. That's for those who spend their time just nourishing their corporate, just getting that bag. It ain't nothing else to do but get money. We put on this earth, die, man. In the meantime, get money. and Belly, DMX and Belly, he said, man, look, we put on this earth to die. In the meantime, get money. Hold on. It just said them cats will leave their spirits unfed, and it's like laying a stone on some grass. You basically kill the grass. You can't hear or see the creator's voice. You rate your neighbor a fool because he can hear and see spiritually. It says you have a stone on your spirit, you dig? But you have great mathematics, Neil deGrasse Tyson. You have great learning of corpore. Man, they say a Negro like Neil deGrasse Tyson entered the spirit world where a foot still in kindergarten. And y'all be sealed. A Negro like that walk in the room today, man, it'll be a standing ovation. Negroes will be sealed clapping like it's feeding time at the zoo, man. Oi. Look, oh, that's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oi. Neil, here we go. We faithless. We over here looking like, ooh, him? That's your man's right there? Yeah, he in Kenny. He got one foot still in kindergarten. He got the sticky name badge on. Yeah. He you gotta take a Sharpie marker and draw his name on the tag of the club on his jacket, so his jacket don't get put in lost and found, or his jacket don't get stolen or something like that. You have to write your name on the tags of your clothes still. You got to put you a sticky name badge on. You have 1 foot in kindergarten and 1 foot in the first grade, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Huh? And these are the people that you celebrate. It's like, boy, look, I thank Creator that the spirit world, the playing field or the playing ground has been leveled. Can't none of y'all pop up over there in your prayer breath or in your braggadocious breath bragging about how many degrees you got, how many damn elevators you got in your house, Billy Carson. Huh? Or how you're an esteemed astrophysicist, Neil deGrasse Tyson. You niggas enter the spirit world with 1 foot still in kindergarten. I ain't say it. I didn't write the book. I just read what was in it. Hold on. Look at this say right here. Look at this. I'm going to start at verse 14 again. It say, yet you have great learning as the corporeal knowledge and great vigor as the corporeal judgment. And you rate your neighbor a fool because in fact, in contradistinction to you, he hears and sees spiritually. Because you don't, right? And your God weeps for you. God weep for a Negro like Billy Carson, Neil deGrasse Tyson. These esteemed men who ain't been doing nothing but selling you knowledge this whole time. It say God weep for niggas like that. And your God weeps for you because at the time of your death, you shall stand in heaven in grade 1, even as the spirits of the beasts of the field. Boy, you in animal heaven. Hold on. That boy in animal heaven. I know. This Negro's mad. Mally, why you gotta say it like that? See, nah. We was rocking with you at first, brother, but man, anything you doing and you ain't acknowledging the credit is irrelevant. It don't even mean that you spinning your tires in the mud, chasing your tail. You wasting your time. Huh? Your present knowledge shall be what? Void. And your vigor only like that of a newborn child. The boy's a baby. The boy's a baby. Yeah, give him a binky. Put him in a receiving blanket. Burp that little joker. Well, breastfeed him, then burp him. Your present knowledge shall be void, and your vigor only like that of a newborn child. And my angels who are wise and strong shall take you about in Haddah, the lower heavens, the heavenly plateaus that rest on the earth, and divert you with things approximating between the two worlds, so that you may be made to comprehend yourself and your creator's work. You got to unfold a joker like that. Usually people like that don't get it till after they cross over. So, look at you. You was the big muckety muck, wasn't you? That boy was the groovy guru in life. Damn near below the grades. Man, that's what I'm telling you, man. Like, mankind got to get it together. As your corporate was fed on corporeal substances, so then your young spirit shall be fed on atmospheric substances, the vapor. What a thing smell like, which your guardian shall provide to you. Consider the wisdom of your creator. Hold on, man. Consider the wisdom of your creator who sent me to fetch you into places of the light. You see, the creator saying, God, hey, go run down your little brothers and sisters. Inspire them toward my heavenly kingdoms. Inspire them toward what? This resurrection program I got going on. Go fetch them. Hawk them little jokers down. Make them understand me. God got a job. Creator get God a job. Man, go get your badass little brothers and sisters. Man, they over there tripping. Look at this. Oh, if only I could take you to the highest heavenly places. If you could stand before me and talk face to face. But even as a newborn child is unsuited to feed on corn and nuts, your spirit is as a starveling in high heaven. And I take you to the nurseries where I have provided for you according to your weakness. Your mother was provided for you before you were born, and my heavens arranged before your spirit enters the earth. Look at that, boy. You did not shape yourself in your mother's womb, and behold, the perfection of your every part. Trust in your creator. Oh, wait, I like that. Trust in your creator, but seek also to go with him. And you shall attain easily to the highest mountains, places, conditions he created for your glory. It says, so trust in your creator, but look, you got to get active in this thing. You just not no bystander watching life happen to you. No, you're actively participating in this salvation, resurrection, redemption. You are actively participating. You in the field. You done jumped outside and you done already pressed play on it. You ain't just sitting back waiting for something to happen for thou. No. You got this light and you go forward and conquer in this love, light, wisdom, peace, and love. Liberty. See what I'm saying? But you got to get active, though. All this sitting back, playing with your thumbs, studying cloud patterns, you're wasting your time. You got to get active. Active. Look at this. Oh, if only you had not contaminated your physical part by the flesh of the beast and the meat of his living creatures. Good night. Now you going into the diet. A lot of folk don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? A lot of folk don't want to hear that, you know what I mean? But hey, you know. Hold on. That deal say, oh, if only you had not contaminated your corporeal part or your physical body by the flesh of the beasts and the meat of his living creatures. Look at you. You just been chewing on. Look at y'all. Majority of our life, we've been chewing on animals. You dig? And this is right here, you've contaminated your physical body. And you got people with the unmitigated gall who still are throwing loin meat down their mouth. Got the nerve to say something to you about some herbs. It ain't even no argument. It ain't no argument. You can't argue with. How are you? You got a triple cheeseburger you just threw down your throat. Washed it down with a soda, a Pepsi or something like that. And you got the nerve to talk crazy about this brother or sister who got him some herbs rolled up. That don't even, do that even make sense? Boy, you got blood in your mouth, flesh in your gut, and you got the nerve to say somebody is contaminated. Hey, you're defiling your temple. Nigga, you eat animals. You eat animals. Some of you eat squid, alligator meat, gizzards, liver meat. The hell out of here talking about some hey brother, you over here defiling your temple. Nigga, you eat squid. Goat head, lamb shoulders, crabs, shrimp. And if you had any country uncles like mine, oh my God. If you had any country ass relatives from Mississippi, anywhere like that, you already know about man, these niggas eating pigger sandwiches, cooking shitterlings, pigger sandwiches. They used to call them listening sandwiches. Boy, you over there eating a listening sandwich. Y'all, tripe. Pig, nigga, what's that? The pig snout, the pig. Oh my God, bro! You look, leave me a hog head cheese, Look, listen to me. You can't tell me nothing about country folk eating every part of the pig or eating every part of the animal. Nigga, you can't tell me nothing about that. Like, cause nigga, I got plenty of country folk in my family. Plenty. What is it saying? What Creator saying, man? Only if you had just not contaminated your body with loin meat, with chewing on animals. If only you understood how that like cuts you off in spirit. Oh, if only you had not contaminated your corporeal part by the flesh of the beast and the meat of his living creatures. This is one of the things that, like a stone, covers up your soul, and blocks your way to the upper grades. You mean to tell me, good night, huh? You're blocking your way to the upper grades or the higher heavens and higher resurrections because you've been chewing on loin meat, chewing on animals. Dang, son. Dang. And look what it says. It says this is one of the things that like a stone covers up your soul and blocks your way to the upper grades. Dang. Dang. Nigga need his flesh though. You heard somebody be ready to kill you over there. Yeah, you mean? Huh? You don't get to the higher grades. You actually ensnare your spirit, you feel me, to this earth. Your young spirit must remain within the atmosphere of the animal creation for what a long say, boy, you going to animal heaven. You going to the same heaven your pets are going to be in. Huh? And because you're not strong enough to, you didn't discipline your flesh while you were living. You've contaminated your body. You know what I mean? You done blocked your way to the higher grade. You done covered up your soul by eating flesh and blood. Oh, brother, I cook all the blood out of mine. Impossible. There's no way to get all the blood out of no flesh. I don't care how well done you cooked it. It still has blood in it. Huh? Your young spirit must remain within the atmosphere of the animal creation for what? A long season. Like to like. You will fashion your spirit to the flesh of your body. Good night, boy. You niggas is going to fight. You going to the same place Bambi is going. Huh? Y'all, that's grade 1 animal kingdom on this earth. That's where you at. That's where you at. Dang. Look at this, verse 26. According to the atmosphere of things, as to the purity and sweetness, behold, your creator has fashioned them in a relative ascent above the earth. That which stinks, huh? Like your damn slaughterhouses, like dead flesh, that which stinks rests on the earth. That which is pure is upward and high. Yeah, look at that there, boy. Look at that there, boy. Yeah, so even your diet will keep you bound to the earth. Even your diet. But if you into the mangoes, somebody I know like mangoes. You into the mangoes and the grapes, that'd be a big old bowl of grapes. Me and my little joke, young Jeremiah, that a big old bowl of them. But if you into, the plant food and the fruits and all that, you dig, there are places, once you cross over, you dig, there are places for you to reside because you still eat. You just eat the atmospheric part of food or the vapor. You dig? But if you so addicted, you on that flesh and that fish, when you cross over, you right there with the animal kingdom at. You right there in them slaughterhouses, eating off the vapor of dead flesh and carcasses and worms and maggots and blood every damn where. Huh? And it said you're going to be there for a long season. Good night, boy. Good night. Huh? According to the atmosphere of things, as to the purity and sweetness, behold, your creator has fashioned them in relative what? Ascent. Moving high. Moving up. Above the earth. That which stinks, like your flesh, rests on the earth. That which is pure is upward and high. Good night, boy. This old Wasby be hitting like steel, man. I know people still in denial and no. Hey, man, I didn't write the book. I only just read what was in it. Then we shared it. Let me check the chat out. We all good? See what the chat look like. I don't like, man. Well, I wasn't talking about you then, Key. That was I don't like, man. I know somebody that love them, smash them. Them deals hit hard to you. If you know how to pick the right one, too. Oh my God, bro. Listen to me. will eat that sucker down to that seed in the middle. My son, Jeremiah and Hammer, Hezzy, oh my God. They don't leave no mangoes around them little jokers. Look, they'll eat the whole, whether you got them in a bag or the box from Aldi's or whatever, they be having little boxes out or whatever. Man, they would eat the entire thing in one sitting. Smash it. You know what I mean? Oh, wait. But notice, based off our diet, we won't be residing when we cross over in the animal kingdom by the damn slaughterhouses and eating off the atmospheric parts of some dead flesh and all that. Nah, not us. Higher regions of delight. Oh, wait. Consider the place of the hells of the spirits of the dead and the weapons of warfare in their hands. As the corporean is the corpor, as the physical man is to physicality, so is the spirit as to the atmosphere of the earth. Oh, man of the earth, consider what you put into your mouth. Hold on now. This is the book of judgment, Malachi. Make sure y'all highlight this stuff, man. Make sure y'all highlight this stuff. Oh, man of the earth, consider what you put into your mouth. Consider what you put into your mouth. For its atmosphere is the food of your spirit. Shout out to I want to give a salute to the brother Eliatum, the breatharian. That's a brother that barely eat. I think he barely ate in 20 years. You dig? But he receives his nourishment and his energy and all that by the breath work that he do every day. And I don't even think he live in America. I think he down in the Caribbean. Last I checked, he was in Ghana somewhere, West Africa somewhere. You dig? But there's a brother that's living right now who already lives off the atmospheric parts or the atmospheric parts of food or the vapor of food. He's a breatharian. Look the brother up. Matter of fact, I may play a little somebody here before I get up out of here. You dig? But I'm like, dang, he already. Man, I don't know about that. They walk around and just right now and just breathe, brother, and harness everything you need. Some brothers, he a brother that got it. You got other people who just drink liquids. And then you got other people who just simply eat raw food. They don't cook their food or none of that, man. A lot of that is some very high discipline. You know what I mean? It's one thing to let the flesh go and the dairy and all that, but you know what I mean? To not cook your food, to not eat any food, just only drink liquid. You dig? And then you get to a point to like the brother Eliatum, the breatharian. This nigga just breathe. This nigga just breathe. You feel me? So you got, even in the flesh, you got higher levels of consciousness when it come down to eating. And when I tell you, this cat barely eat. I seen him eat one time. He came back to the States and had to eat. I think it was wintertime in Cleveland. He had him a little flannel on. I said, dang, look at old Elliot told me. He was making something real light, like some, I don't know, maybe some cauliflower or something. You did. But yeah. When the atmospheric parts of the food or the vapor of the food, that's your food when you cross over as a spirit. Right? So what you eat now, that vapor is what you're gonna be eating on. Dead flesh. The vapor that comes from slaughterhouses. Dead flesh and blood. Or you're gonna be in higher regions of the light dealing with the plants and the fruits and the you dig? And that crazy is people right now that didn't, and already start making that transition. I seen a weirdo one time though. This cat was tripping. He put him on a swirling. I can't even call it. Well, I guess you can't call it swirling. Some type of copper apparatus on his head, right? And he still called himself a liquid Aryan. So he only drink fluids. I was like, okay, shit, salute, brother. He going pretty hard. If all he doing is juicing. That's it. Right? Till I found out what that liquid was. This Negro drinks his own urine. Yeah, that's what I be meaning when people claim they get so spiritual, they start doing weird stuff like having sex with trees and, humping trees and drinking their own urine. And look, Be yourself in this spiritual, you know what I mean, walk. Especially when you start growing more and ascending more and certain things on, you know, got a hold of you like they used to. Be yourself, man. Stop trying to be something you're not. You get out here and start drinking your own damn urine, and somebody then convinced you this is healthy. Nigga, please. Please. Drink your own urine. What the hell is wrong with folk, man? People that have lost their damn mind out here, man. Look at this. Oh, man of the earth, consider what you put into your mouth, for its atmosphere is the food of your spirit, and the habit of that will be entailed, attached on your spirit for a long season after your mortal death. Consider what you put in your mouth, man, because your habits follow you into the next world. The evil that you do entails on you, follows you into the next world. See, death does not alleviate you from your responsibility. And I give all praises to Creator. I stopped chewing on animals to April of 2021. Yeah, it's 25, so about 4.5 years. You dig? And if I can do it, any of y'all can do it. Nobody ate more Yardbird than me ever in your life. Stop it. You ain't never ate more chicken than me. I ate every part of the chicken, fried, grilled, baked. You ain't ate more chicken than me. Impossible. If I can stop chewing on Yardbird, and I'm talking about all types of gas station chicken, Max chicken, JJ's fish and chicken. Look, if I can stop eating chicken, you dig, and forget about the lamb. Oh my God, the lamb. If you know how to get that lamb together, boy, listen to me. It's about to be a problem around this deal. Poor little lamb don't stand a chance. If I can stop, you know what I mean? If I can stop putting my bicuspids and molars to work, and canines to work, chewing on animals, any of y'all can. Any of y'all can. You dig? I'm just being real with you. There's nobody that ate more chicken than me. It's impossible. It's impossible. You dig? That was something that a brother was very, very, attached to. Some good old chicken, boy. Good night. But it's been going on 5 years. I ain't touched it. And outside the chicken, don't give me some good old, like some fish fry. We're going to have a fish fry in this deal, boy. Good old jack fish and some, man, look, tear that deal up. But if I cannot chew on it for going on 5 years now, y'all, any of y'all can. I'm just here to give some type of encouragement. Because your habits follow you, including what it is you chewing on. You dig? Chewing on flesh foods is not going to allow you to rise higher and higher in the heavens. You're only going to go so far. You dig? And really, you blocking your way to the higher grades, and you're covering your soul and spirit up with a stone. All because you want to eat that triple cheese, that triple stack from Wendy's. And the habit of that will be entailed on your spirit for a long season after your mortal death. If you have been a gross feeder, Chieftain is key, you hear this? If you have been a gross feeder on flesh, your spirit will seek to linger in the atmosphere of gross feeders, still dwelling on the earth. The slaughterhouse, the kitchens, and the restaurant shall be the places of your spirit's resort. I didn't say it. You a gross feed on flesh. Gotta have your Yardbird. Gotta have your triple stack from Wendy's. It say your spirit will seek to linger in the atmosphere of gross feeders still dwelling on the earth. You ain't raising up past your nostrils, chewing on that steak. And guess where you gonna go have fun at? The slaughterhouses. That's your resort. Everybody going to these little ski resorts and all that, enjoy themselves. Guess where you going? Guess where you going when you cross over? To the slaughterhouse. Smell all that blood and dead flesh. Look, can't say you wasn't warned. Can't say you wasn't warned. And your spirit shall feed on the atmospherian part of dead flesh in these places. Good night, boy. And your companions shall be millions and millions of who? Drujas, demons. Millions of dark, demoted, low vibrational misfits. Hold on. What y'all talking about over here? Oh my God, man. I can't be stuck in no damn animal kingdom smelling no dead flesh for no long season. No. I'm cool. I don't care how good that shit smells. I pass by today. Man, look, this is stuck in my head now. I don't got no time to be in no atmosphere in heaven with no gross feeders on flesh. And when it's time to go have a damn vacation, we go to the slaughterhouse. Nah, bro, I don't love no chicken that good. I'm cool. I don't love no chicken that much. No, that shit, you can go ahead and keep that. I'm cool. But notice who your companions are going to be. Y'all know a druja or a drudge. When y'all be hearing me say kindergarten spirits, and that's them. They're a druja or a drudge is a spirit that's below grade 1, below the grades. And there you go, still chewing on loin meat. And it say, and your spirit shall feed on the atmospherian part of dead flesh in these places, and your companions, your homeboys, your friends, your besties, which y'all women come, your BFFs, your besties shall be millions and millions of low demonic dark forces named Druges, like vultures that flock to a dead carcass, and you cannot withdraw away, like the pull and grip of a magnet. These hunts are to the spirits of darkness. These hunts, Man, look, there ain't no flesh taste. And there ain't no flesh in the world that tastes that good to where your bestie on the other side gonna be millions of dark, demoted, low vibrational misfits. And your resort where you gonna vacate at, where you going on a vacay, and you ain't going on a little cruise and nothing, your ass going right over to that slaughterhouse. Look, there ain't enough flesh in the world that have me missing. And then you're going to be right there in the animal kingdom. And your best friends are people that are below the grades. Pre-K, kindergarten. Okay. Hey, we just reading. Oh, man, I have heard you in your fullness say, I must have my flesh food. Gotta have my poke on my folk. Gotta have my lamb, brother. Now, come on now. I gotta have my goat. I must have my flesh food. I must have my wine and beer and tobacco and opium. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of weak when it comes down to it. I may still throw me back a little wine. I ain't gonna lie to thou on that. Look at this. I say to you, if you do not have strength today, neither shall you have strength tomorrow. We all got some type of vice we dealing with for sure. But this ain't, look, if you ain't strong today, you ain't gonna have strength tomorrow. If you don't conquer that and be strong in the flesh, when you cross over, you won't have strength. You won't have to build that up. And it's gonna take way longer in spirit than it took while you was breathing, while you was in the flesh. I say to you, if you do not have strength today, neither shall you have strength tomorrow. What strength shall you gain by the loss of your corporeal body? Good night. Good night, boy. Look at this. Look at this. Consider your corporeal body as a ship. Okay, so your physical body is a ship in which your spirit is sailing across a wide sea of water. It is better that your spirit learns to acquire strength while it has a physical body to ride in. In other words, you better get strong against whatever that is that's attacking you now. Huh? Consider your corporeal body as a ship in which your spirit is sailing across a wide sea of water. It is better that your spirit learns why it's riding on this ship called your body, or in this ship called your body, to acquire strength while it has a physical ship to ride in or a corporeal body to ride in. After death, listen, after death, your spirit, it floats in the direction you have shaped it. You like this, getting drugged, you floating right on over there. Hold on now. Hold on. Nah, that's where you're going. This is the direction that you shaped your spirit in. You better get strong while you pulling earth through your bull nostrils. While you living in this mortal flesh, get strong now. After death, your spirit floats in the direction you have shaped it. Neither do you have power for a long season after you are dead to go against the current. Yeah, what current? Yeah. Remember, your spirit floats in the direction that it's shaped. Floating sound like you in some water or something, right? You don't even have no strength to go against you wherever direction you floating in when you die. That's the direction you shaped it in, well, that's where you going. And you won't even gain the power to go against that current, to go against the direction you floating in for a long season after you die. You see, get your strength now, man. Start working now. Start disciplining that gut now. Discipline that body now. Get that mind together now. Because it's not as easy when you die. You dig? That's the direction you shaped your spirit in. That's where it's going. Until after a long season, you gain enough strength to be like, nah, I ain't about to be over in these slaughterhouses. Nah, man, that stank. I'm cool. Look at this. Remember, old man, these are the lessons of your creator. Get your lessons, right? We keep hearing our brother Selah always say, let's go. Let's go. Get your lessons. You ain't even out here getting your lessons up around this part, man. Let me check the chat. What y'all on? James the Just, he 4 years. Okay, that's what's up, bro. Salute. Yeah. Man, would you say, Miss LaFay, boy, them eggs and cheese, boy. And the eggs. Who you, Miss LaFay, who you over talking about? You done met you a thick vegan. Boy, y'all sisters crack me. We're gonna call this man thick. Nah, that's what we call the women. We call women thick. You know, this nigga over here getting called thick by a sister. Good night. Thick. Oh, no, man. What is the world coming through? The women is calling men thick now. Man, I better not hear no sister say, "Oh, you thick." Hold on. Hey, man, y'all better not ever let no woman call you thick. Woo! Boy. Boy, I don't know what the world came to, boy. The women are calling men thick now. No, that's what we call women. Yeah, she thick. You mean to tell me women are calling men thick now? Bros, maintain y'all integrity, man. Hey, man, you gonna boy, I don't even know how to take that. Boy, I bet not damn women ever call me thick. Look at you. Oh, no. Woo! Boy, Miss LaFay, you got me over here crying. I'm laughing so hard. You can't be doing me like that, man. Listen to me. Oh, man, they got called. I wanted this man know you over here called him thick. Woo! Woo! Sis, look. That type of stuff, you gotta be careful. You did, because that be having me. I laugh so hard sometimes I start crying. Well, she done called you thickums. Man, look, man. Y'all men better get this together, bruh. Hey, y'all better hurry up and get it together. The women is outside calling us thick now. Get yourself together, girl. Hold on, man. Boy, what's next? Nick Rose gonna start getting BBLs and what's that one Negro they be earning out? This nigga went and got I don't know if he got his tummy tucked, got some meat added to his chest, or he got a BBL. What's that boy name, boy? Charleston White be driving cuz all the time, man. Like Bandman Kevo. Yeah, the Negro from Chicago. He done got his body altered. You know, we got her call this nigga thick. Woo! All right, let me get back to it. That was a good laugh, though. That was a good laugh, Miss LaFay. You can't be, look, Miss LaFay, you can't be doing your little bro like that, man. You know me. She called that nigga thick. Look at this. Remember, old man, these are the lessons of your creator, which he gave to you to learn to master the elements of your surroundings. You got lessons so you can learn to master the elements. You never heard of the periodic table of elements? One day you're going to master that. One day you're going to master that. Huh? These are the lessons of your creator which he gave to you to learn to master the elements of your surrounding. Stretch forth your hand to your creator and swear to him you will conquer every passion that is unclean and every habit not conducive to the purity of the growth of your spirit. Yeah, we got to be determined to conquer all these passions we got, period. You know what I mean? Once you get higher and higher in resurrection, them earthly passions is gone anyway. I think to enter the second resurrection, all earthly affiliation, all earthly desires, all they got to go. All they got to go. You know what I mean? And a lot of us are still involved in earthly passions. I know I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't quite mastered the being an Esau. Somebody don't got no type of earthly passions. Nah, that ain't me. I ain't got there yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I mean? So it's still, you know, I'm pretty sure it's still some alluring warfare in all y'all future. Unless you a eunuch or something, I'm pretty sure it's some alluring jihad. Plenty of it still left in all y'all future, all our future. But it's all type of passions and physical things that we do right now that you got to conquer. So by the time, meaning that stuff can't have no hold on you. So when it's time to drop it and go cold turkey, then that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Straight up. So it's letting you know, let it be known that you're going to conquer that, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, you will conquer every passion that is unclean and every habit that's not conducive to the purity of the growth of your spirit. This is the beginning of your resurrection. This is the beginning of your resurrection. And you shall be your own judge and master. Good night, boy. Look at it, boy. This is a wasp hit hard. It do. Look at this. Neither shall you call out God, God, exalt my soul, or, oh Lord, save me and raise me up, until you have first begun to do something for yourself. Remember, you ain't just no observer watching life happen to you. No. We actively participate in this salvation, this resurrection. You understand? This redemption. You supposed to be out there pressing play on it. You did? You supposed to take the bull by the horns. You don't just sit back and study cloud patterns. Say, God, save me. You get out here and boldly declare, I'm coming up out of this. I'm raising up out of this. Old creator, guide me. But I'm on the move. And that's what it is right there. Creator requires practice, not all that lip service. Get out here and put something in motion. You dig? And look, true about this. He done made a promise to guide us. No matter what dark spot we going through in life, He'll create guide you, but you got to be determined to blow through it. Shoot your way out, man. Be determined to shoot your way out of it. No matter where you at in life. Nah, this ain't where it stopped for me. I'm out of here. Shoot your way out of that. You dig? And ask your creator. You know what I mean? Guide me while I'm doing it. But I'm out of here. I'm blowing up out of this situation. Yeah. You dig? And as long as you're in motion, these things will be provided, man. You know what I mean? Let me see. You hear me, Key? whatever you got going on, hey, if you want to advance, you want to cut that out. Whatever you doing, it's all on you. You know what I mean? But he knows what he say. Look, do something for yourself. Hey, brother, pray for yourself. God save me. Save yourself. You dig? Which means you got the ability to do it. You just got to get on up. You dig? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You dig? And be determined to blow through whatever it is you're going through. Look, even the earth go through its pockets of darkness. What make you think you're not going to go through some slow period, a low period, or dark moments in your life? It's be determined to blow through it. Be determined to master the elements around you. You dig? Blow through it. And all you got to do is pray to the Creator and ask Him to guide you through it. And He will. But you got to be determined to do it for yourself. Look at it. Oh, if only you knew where the virtue of prayer begins. And that he who practices the all highest, he knows, has the ear and the hand of his God, in which the prayers of the righteous accomplish, while the prayer of the ungodlike is as void as the wind. That prayer ain't went up past your earlobes. What? Look at it. Certain men were down in a deep well, and they lay flat down on their bellies and prayed to be taken up. Yet they would not even raise their eyes to look upward. And others at the top of the well let down ropes, and they called down to those beneath to look up and catch the ropes. But they would not. And in course of time, those at the bottom said, alas, our prayers are not answered. Oh man, if only you would put yourself in the way of your God, to put away the uncleanness of the body first, and the uncleanness of your spirit afterward. To seek for things that are pure and good, instead of criticisms and philosophies that rise up out of your contaminated flesh house. that deal call our bodies contaminated flesh houses. Good night, boy. And notice where does criticism rise from? Who desire resurrection? Listen to what it says. Whoever desires resurrection, let him begin to resurrect himself. Resurrect himself. Do not make your confessions, which are between you and your Creator, before men, but covenant with him within your own soul, saying nothing of this for the laudation of man. Or you going to a priest or your camp elder or your fancy decorated moray. How much you confessing your sin? That say zip that up and keep that between you and your maker. Get that right inwardly. You know what I mean? You know exactly what it is you're doing. Get that right. And don't be doing nothing for the seal clapping of men. Look at this. Your spirit is as a seed of a beautiful tree, but your Creator planted. So what you need to do to your spirit, give it good light and a clean soil, so that its blossoms and its fruits may glorify your Creator and you. Look at this. What you think is a game? What you think we playing? Look at it. Such is the resurrection of the spirit of men. Do not wait for a Savior to save you. Do not wait for a Savior to save you. Do not wait for a Savior to save you. Nor depend on words or prayers, nor on listening to good sermons, flattering yourself that you have done well, but begin to save yourself. Hey, look, y'all, we supposed to be active out here. You shouldn't be waiting to go to church to listen to a sermon, or waiting for somebody to go live on YouTube, or waiting for a Savior to pop out the sky. Creator say, save yourself. And just ask me to guide you, and I got you. by purifying your flesh, by purifying your thoughts, and by the practice of good works done to others with all your wisdom, love, and strength. For through these only, for through these only is there any resurrection for you. For through these only, by purifying your flesh, your thoughts, and the practice of good works done to others with all your wisdom and strength. Through these only is there any resurrection for you. So when we tell you resurrect yourself, this is what you got to do practically. Purify your flesh, purify your thoughts, and start practicing good works done to anyone. And do it with all your wisdom, love, and strength. Only through these, y'all. For through these only is there any resurrection for you, either in this world or the next. If you understand what it takes for resurrection in this world or the next, type your answer in the chat and drop a 10,000 in the chat, baby. CGG is still cooking. No games being played, man. No games being played. Huh? CGG still cooking. They know how we get down, baby. Bring that O out on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Let me rock, baby. Something real short, we did. Something real short. You want to get on and just keep pounding away. Pounding away. Big. Keep light bombing. Keep it going, man. Big. It's a lot to take in, but it's real simple. Real simple. You know what I'm saying? Worry my whiskers. Well, all right, y'all gonna look up Macabee Bird, gonna be down here. Down on my chest a little taste. I don't know. I'm glad everybody got some understanding, though. You feel me? All praise to the great spirit, the creator, the maker of suns, moons, and stars. I see y'all in the building with art, as always, it's always a pleasure. We are bombing, light bombing. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to my brother. Shalom TV. Y'all go like, subscribe, and share. CGG is in the building. Y'all want to do something real quick with the fam. Y'all know how we do, man. You know what I mean? Just keep everybody motivated. Steady pressing forward. Yeah, I'm trying to get this the oil field, maybe throw some twisties over there so I can braid a little taste. I ain't no heavy brother. I'm supposed to be. Hey, look, they better be happy I ain't got no fool like. Man, look, I'll probably be scaring chokers out there. That's trying to be scared. Dang, what's wrong with this? Yeah. All right, we looking good though. What's up, y'all? I'm about to get out of here. I gotta get my feet wet, so the greatest truly marvelous. I can't complain, even if I wanted to. Ain't no complaints over this way, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing to it. Yeah, we blow out all that air. About me, okay? We got good money over this way. Solid round this parts. All right, what you say, Key? Say you know bodies or not being taken care of, but just going to the doctor. Yeah, exactly. Ready to let you know, man. Look, you know what I mean? What you can end up doing to put a stone on your spirit or soul or any of it. You know what I mean? It's all right there. It's all practical, and what you need to do to make sure, you know what I mean, that darkness ain't what it is. Everything is practical. And it's right there. You know what I mean? All for the tape. So I'm glad everybody got some understanding today. You feel me? GG is a we bring them, we raise them. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters in the chat, man. Me in the chat, Tab in the chat, Yapa in the chat. This is my Oxy Strong. Yeah, the brother that actually kicked all this off. Yeah. Sister Rain 24/7. She said, y'all better build an ark because I'm about to flood it in this deal. That's right, sis. I ain't mad at you. Much love. James the Just in the building. Yikes, hot today. You know what I mean? The little brother of Yahshua. Got my sister Miss LaFay, Deshaun LaFay, the looking ass in the building. Much love, sis. You already know. Y'all go like, subscribe, share. She don't mind no better. Elijah 7 is in the building. Love and life. Misha's in the building with the words, sis. Yeah. I see y'all in the building, man. Brother Prince Cosmon is in the building. Much love. My brother Trey is in the building. Much love. Much love. BBL Drake. This nigga Drake done got a BBL. Oh, man. It's bad enough that women are calling men thick now. Man, look, man. Y'all better. Y'all men be men, man. Let no sister call you thick. So what's this? Where she gonna slap you across your? What she gonna do? Slap you across your rectum? You thick. Look, this word, I don't know nothing about this, man. It's night and day what I'm used to. What I'm ready. This little fake car could thick. What'd you say, this little fake? I said football player. Football player body. Okay. But you said thick at first. You might have to say, I met a vegan. Him was thick. Oh, thick. Oh my God. Oh, not thick. Not thick. Look, you can't call. Woo. Woo. Look, y'all can't do me like that ever again in life. Okay. Woo. Boy, y'all got me over here crying a little bit, boy. Oh, man, it's a cold game now, man. I don't know that about this word. I'm so out of the loop. Man, I try to get on one of these little dating sites and all that, man. I quickly got off that deal. Like, man, what the hell is going on around these parts? I don't know nothing about none of this. I don't know the new lingo, none of it. You feel me? So when she said, I met a vegan, and he was thick. Woo! Whoa. Woo! Y'all can't do me like that, man. Listen to me. I don't know how to keep my composure. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. Oh man. Alright, y'all. Well, you done palm that boy rectum and squeeze. Oh no. No, sisters out here calling me thickums. Alright, y'all, I'm about it. That was a good laugh though, Mr. Faye. Thank you. I needed that laugh. I ain't laughed this hard in a long time, I'm trying to tell you. That girl say, that boy was thick. Oh man, I gotta get off of it, man. Woo! Mr. Fay, you could have said he was buffalo taste or, you know what I mean? Brother looked like he worked out. Oh, shit, you still thick, though. And I ain't never in my life heard no woman call no man thick. Woo! Whoa! 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 I gotta go, man. Look, I love y'all. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. But I gotta get up out of here, y'all. Love, light, and all that good stuff in between. Hey, it's an excellent day to get out here and do something good for somebody. Look at Ema calling cousin Brick House 9. Hey, look, y'all can't do me like that though, because I start laughing and I can't stop laughing. Man. But look, all praise to the creator to make us sons, moons, and stars. I love all y'all. Make sure y'all get out there and do something good for somebody. And sisters, do not call these men thick or thickums. Cause it's gonna shut me down. I'm gonna start laughing. I'll probably laugh till the night sometime. That was funny. But much love, y'all. To the end, my friends. Israelite for life, folks up, man. Woo. You ain't gotta be sorry. Hey, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he like being called thickums. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Love, light, and all that good stuff. Let me go grab these shorties real quick. Until the next time. What's today? Wednesday. We right back up Friday. And then Saturday, right behind that. You know what I mean? We're going to keep going through this book of Judgment. Love and light, y'all. Yeah. All that good stuff.